Pratap Singh, you're joining us on NewsX. In the latest update coming in now in the Myanmar earthquake, the death toll currently stands at 1,007 people who have been reported dead and nearly 2,400 people injured. Around 10 more deaths have been confirmed in Bangkok meanwhile as well. Brian Thomas is joining us live from Chatuchak in Bangkok, Thailand. Brian, we're learning that the death toll has risen further in Bangkok and in Myanmar. 10 more deaths confirmed in Bangkok. Meanwhile, 1,007 dead in Myanmar.
Definitely, Uday. We are also joined by Satish Sehgal, who is the president of India Thailand Business, Partnership Association. So, my very first question now: the death toll has increased in Bangkok. It has reached to 10. What do you have to say about that, sir?
Well, when you have an incident such as this, first of all, in the history of this country, we've never had anything as severe as this. In the past, we've had small tremors on a Richter scale of maybe 1 or 2, but never. This is a catastrophe. We've never seen anything like this.
It has happened in 40 years that we are learning. The last time something like this happened was a tsunami that happened in one area, but something this devastating. This is the first time in
That
40
is
years.
correct. Tsunami was only restricted to the coastal area. But an earthquake of this magnitude we've never seen in our life. So it is something very, very severe. Richter scale of 7 plus, some close to say 8 is unthinkable. Unthinkable. You've had situations like this in countries like Myanmar, but never in Thailand.
Now, what do you have to talk about the rescue effort that is going on? We've seen armed forces being deployed, army officials, kiosks being made, emergency service vehicles are here, ambulances are here. They are still trying to take out people who might be stuck under the rubble or debris. What do you have to say about the rescue efforts the authorities are doing, and how efficient are they? Right.
I must thank and compliment the government officials, the armed forces, the police, and every ministry for putting up an excellent. I think they've left no stone unturned with a view to trying to rescue. This is something. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people under that rubble.
Do we have an exact number of how many people might be under the rubble as of now?
It's only a guesstimate. It's very difficult because I on my own, I'm trying to find out how many people were working in that building at the time.
So they were all workers, construction workers, since it
They
was
were all
under construction.
workers. All construction workers. For a building 40 stories, can you imagine the magnitude and the fact what exactly? Everything came down within something like 5 minutes. Everything. You were to see over there. There's only a part of the building. But you see that part over there? We don't know how many people are affected.
Also, if we talk about the other places in Bangkok, do you think other parts of the Bangkok are returning to normalcy? With 7-Eleven working now, trains, metros being operational, airports being operational, transport being normalized, traffic movement are also back to normal. Do you think the other parts are returning to normalcy in Bangkok?
Well, actually, if you ask me about any other incident, I'd say that we may be aware of some which have not been reported, but nothing serious. Small, like you may have had a crack or the ceiling problem with the ceiling, or things of that sort. But nothing severe has been reported so far. So in that direction, I can say that things seem to be pretty much under control. Life is normal. All the transportation system is working. Communication is working. People are going around their businesses as usual. So it's only in this part where you can see that there is a lot of effort, a lot of activity going on. A lot of people are donating food and water, and a lot of things. There is an awareness, there is a sense of responsibility, and especially about our Indian community in Thailand. We came to this country as refugees. We became prosperous in this country. We have always thought in terms of how we can return. I, on my part, have done this for the last 3 years. There are a lot of Thai Indians who feel that we've got to return what we earned.
And also, so my very last question to you would be, BIMSTEC is also coming in a while now. The Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, will also be coming. There will be several bilateral meetings that is in plan also. Do you think there will be any will there be any effect on this earthquake that has happened, or you think things will become better than it was? And also another very follow-up question I would like to ask you: how much time do you think would take for these authorities to bring back this situation back to in a normal situation, if we talk about this location process?
It's a matter of weeks, not days. This is very severe.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people stuck under that overload. But unfortunately, even in the process of rescuing some of these people, you're moving tons and tons of concrete. I only pray for those people stuck in there that some of them will survive.
And so, again, following up on the BIMSTEC, the summit that is going to happen, earlier this week also, how important is this for both the communities, the Indian and Thailand communities? And do you think there will be any difference as such?
India and Thailand have multi FTAs by time. We have India ASEAN FTA, we have an India Thai FTA, and we've got BIMSTEC. Now, BIMSTEC has been going on for years, but unfortunately, we have not achieved what we should have achieved. I think every time there's a BIMSTEC meeting attended by the leaders of each country, it's a positive thing. I think BIMSTEC countries need to get together. We need to increase trade. We need to increase interaction. We've got a lot of work. A lot of work has to be done. I happen to be, one time I was the president of the Indian Thai. You had the economic forum and you had the business forum. I was the president of the business forum, representing all the BIMSTEC countries. So I'm quite aware of BIMSTEC.
Yeah.
I wish all the leaders of the BIMSTEC countries that something tangible will come out of these things, whether they're bilateral or multilateral.
Thank you so much for talking to us. So yes, Uday, you've heard.
Brian, stay with us. More breaking news coming in now. The Thai King Maha Vajira Longkorn, along with the country's Queen and Prince, have expressed their deep sorrow and condolence